This is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about.
You all ready for this? Dun 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 dun.
This is a sham.
No.
Y'all, just stop.
Hello from the other side. I must have called 1,000 times to tell you I'm sorry for everything that I've done.
Hello.
What a way to start a Monday,
And
huh?
thank you, Adele, for that beautiful song. Welcome to DBL. It's Monday, November 15th. I'm Tori here with Erica and Al. We're so grateful you're joining us. So did you all see Adele's big concert special last night?
I did.
All right. So dressed in this gorgeous black gown, Adele performed at Griffith Observatory in Los Angeles. It was in front of an intimate crowd of the very, very famous. Adele was promoting her new album 30, which is all about her divorce. The night also featured a surprise proposal. A spoiler alert, she said yes. Okay. And check out how shocked she was when the lights came up to reveal Adele, who serenaded the couple. Wow. Adele also sat down with Oprah, and throughout the night we learned some new details about her weight loss, her relationship with her father, and of course more about her divorce from her ex, Simon. So take a look.
It was when I admitted to my own friends who thought I was really happy that actually I'm really unhappy, and they all gasped, like, you know. I feel like it was sort of from there that I was like, what am I doing? The same drive as staying in a relationship, even though you're not happy and you do it for the kids. I think it's as loving as doing that for the kids by leaving and you know, finding your own happiness so that they really know who you are.
Adele also sang a few new songs from her album, including the single Easy on Me. Take a look.
I changed who I was to put you both first, but now I give up. Go easy on me, baby.
I mean, what a setting.
What a voice.
The whole thing was just so
I mean,
beautifully done.
Right?
I mean, it was exquisite. Like that, the way that people connect with Adele, like her stories being told, like they feel like their stories being told, but just the whole dynamic of the night was just, it was exquisite. I can't come up with a better word than that.
No. And then what did you think about the whole thing?
I mean, I thought I was not excited to watch it. It's Sunday's football, you know? And I think that makes this even more special, the fact that I was like, let me be professional and watch this for work. And after a minute, I was just like, I am just into this. I forgot what her voice does to everyone, including myself, when they hear it. Just the way we started the show. I mean, she's a special once-in-a-generation talent.
Yeah, Beyonce once peeped her head in and said, when I listen to you, I feel like I'm listening to God. And she was like, you don't get over something
her voice
like
is
that.
Special.
Right. This is,
special.
I think, Oprah and Lizzo. We have a shot of them on the side. This is all of us last night. Let's just take a quick look at this video. Oh man, that was like.
How many times has that song been sung at full volume in the car with the windows up?
Yeah, I've already told y'all that when I got my record player, my Adele record was the only one
thing
that I had, and I played that for months on end, nothing else. So
That's what you
I
do.
get it.
She's
I get
on
it.
repeat.
Yeah,
She's on repeat.
Cool.
I wanted to talk to you a little bit of about her divorce. She said she was embarrassed, and I wanted to ask you about this because her marriage didn't work. She said she loved Simon but wasn't in love with him. What do you think about people out there that are watching right now that also can relate to feeling somewhat embarrassed that it didn't work the way they pictured in their head? What do you think, Erica?
I think people really minimize the idea of you getting married, saying your vows a lot of times in an institution that's rooted in religion and faith in front of everyone that you know and love, and then figuring out later, like, oh, this may not have been the move for me.
Right.
Like, it's not just, okay, I'm going to get a divorce. It's how do I tell my parents?
Yeah.
You know, what is this going to do to our circle, our friendships, our family dynamics? there's so much that goes involved, like to unpack it. I understand why people wait years and years, or if they never decide to pull the trigger, for a divorce. And it's just something we don't talk about because it's rooted in so much shame and disappointment. And ultimately, I think when people are speaking out about it in the way that Adele is speaking out about it is so empowering to so many people, because there doesn't have to be a villain. It doesn't have to be, you know, a situation where it was war. You can very much, my ex and I said, hey, why don't we end this before we destroy each other? And that was like the most loving thing that we possibly could have done. And we took those steps together. Everything was taken together in order to dismantle this union.
That's amazing.
This is going to sound like a joke, but how many greeting cards would Hallmark sell with that phrase? Like, let's end this before we destroy each other. I mean, honestly,
I felt that, didn't you?
To just sit there and get that, like, this person is right. And the thing is, Erica, the shame and the reluctance for people to end a marriage is also used as a leverage by the person that wants to take advantage of that relationship and not leave it. Because if I'm being a jerk in our marriage, I know that I know your mom, I know your mom, I know you don't want to go tell them you're divorced, so that gives me even more credence to act in the way I want, because I know, what are you going to do? Go tell your family you couldn't hack it as a married woman? You be back in these streets in your 30s? And the answer is yes, you should. You should be back in these streets until you find somebody that is deserving of your company. So
I agree.
It's hard, but you need to leave if it's not working.
Well, I also wanted to talk to you, Al. You've been very open about being sober. She says, Adele, she probably kept the alcohol industry alive during the quarantine because she was drinking so much. And I think that is relatable to a lot of us.
Yes.
But what do you think about when she said she's found a different relationship to alcohol? Is that how you see alcohol now too?
Well, it depends on, it's individualized. So, like, your relationship with anything should be for you, not for the blanket. A lot of people, when they say I stopped drinking, it's for a reason.
Right.
I think you don't come to the point where you say, I'm never going to have another drop of alcohol again just because you're too lazy to decide. There's a reason that we're having this conversation.
Yeah.
But there have been times where I'm sure the two of you have been like, man, it's been a crazy month. Let me chill out this next month. Most people can, almost like sweets or any other kind of vice, stop or kind of slow down. But for people like myself, I needed to stop. But I do like that Adele is showing people, if you're finding that this is out of control, first just try and control it before we go to complete abstinence. So I think that's moderate. It's okay. And if you find out you can't do it in moderation, ding, 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 then here we go with the club soda.
Yeah, there you go with the club. And I also wanted to ask about her father. She spoke a lot about her dad. Alcohol took her dad. She said they had sort of an estrangement, but then they came back together when she was singing. What do you think about her relationship with her father influencing her songs and her music? What do you think, Erica?
You know, obviously, the relationship that people have with their parents is going to dictate a lot of things that come down the road for them as we get older. The relationship between a father and a daughter, especially for someone who, in Adele's case, dates men, was married to a man, you do start to emulate things in those relationships, whether you want to or not. Like, there was this old saying that, daughters marry their fathers. Or you marry the antithesis of your father, so to speak, if that relationship was something you are actively trying not to repeat. For me, my dad and I have always had a very interesting relationship, and I've been very honest about that. My father and I are very much the same person when it comes to how we navigate the world, but he wanted me to be strong. Like, there was always this position of strength. It wasn't about femininity and being soft. So the idea of her feeling like her father had abandoned her, although she does admit that the alcohol played a big part of that, is constantly showing how she's trying to fix that within the relationships that she was choosing before.
Yeah, you can see it play out. Can you imagine, guys, if you just opened your mouth and that sound came out?
No. I always wonder what happens like the day you realize, like, I can sing this well.
Can you imagine that?
I don't know.
Yeah. Coming up on DBL. Did you know David Copperfield is a secret museum that's closed off to the public? Don't miss our interview with the illusionist, where he reveals how to get a look inside. Plus, Britney Spears says goodbye to her conservatorship, what her life might look like on the other side in minutes. And as we go to break, let's listen to a little more Adele. Yes, please.
The scars of your love, they leave behind.
Closed captioning provided by
So, yeah, we were just talking about Adele and the one-night event, which was obviously so beautifully done, but just kind of the way that people connect with Adele and her story, because she has always shown this like amazing humility, although she's one of the biggest superstars in the world. And when you hear her story, there's nothing extraordinary about her story in terms of like who she is, her family's dynamics, where she comes from, which resonates with so many people, although the singer, you know, the sensation is quite extraordinary. So I think that really speaks to why people connect so much with her.
Yeah, you can see yourself in her.
Yeah, we didn't get to the part about the body positivity, but I thought the point that she made about it's not her responsibility to make other people feel comfortable about their bodies was so poignant, because
It's not her job.
that could be anything.
Yeah, it's not my job. Welcome back to DBL. Guess what, everyone? Britney Spears is free. Huh? Wake up, everyone. We could do this. It's on Friday. A judge ended Britney's 13-year conservatorship, and Britney posted this video on social media with the caption, "Finally free." She also thanked her fans who celebrated with confetti and cheers outside the courthouse. Her fiancé Sam posted a video on Instagram celebrating in the car on the way to dinner. Now, ooh, I love that song. Brand new day.
No, that is not the word.
Those aren't the words at all.
Okay.
No.
Some of Britney's famous pals, like Paris Hilton.
Like, not one of those was the word.
Yeah, it was. Brand new day. Get your move on the push line.
no.
Break my day.
Get your
Break
booty on
my
the dance
day.
floor. Make my
Wow,
day.
you break
Who
my.
would want their day broken?
Right now, I do. Okay. Paris Hilton congratulated her on social media. Lady Gaga posted a vintage shot of them from the VMAs, writing, quote, "You never deserved what happened. Thank God for today." And actress Jamila Jamil wrote, quote, "We have to protect her now from the paparazzi and tabloid media who are determined to drive her back into the same mess. We have to now protect Britney." So that might be the new hashtag protect Britney. What do you guys think about this news?
Well, protect Britney, I think, is a very interesting hashtag, because protecting Britney also means protecting her from the takers. Like, this woman, like, since she was a girl, has been so overexposed, and she had people who never should have had access to her had access. And when you have so many takers in your life, it will completely disseminate you. And so if there is even one person who's around that's suspect, I hope that she has a village that is at least, you know, tight enough and advocating for her enough to be like, what are you doing here? You shouldn't even be in this neighborhood.
Right. Good point. And just so you guys know, an accountant will still be looking over her major transactions. Just so you know, she is having someone oversee it all. I just wanted to get that in there. Go ahead,
Thanks for Tori and her accounting tips. You know, for me, I look at it. I look at my kids that are not famous, even though my daughter was the baby in College Road Trip.
Yeah.
But you know, honestly, I look at my kids, and there is a wall of adults around them. Like, you will not have access under any
And
circumstances.
you've made that very deliberate out.
I mean, there's nobody has any kind of singular, whereas like private volleyball coach, mom's sitting right there. If somebody's got a piano meeting, I'm sitting right there. What's up? How you doing? Let's go. Like there, and so the fact that so many people had access to Britney with who she was, her money, her finances, her mentality is just amazing. And hopefully, if we get a hashtag out of this, great. But how about if we set some precedent for the next Britney coming up, because they're constantly coming. So
conservatorship abuse is real. I
Right.
absolutely believe it. She couldn't even buy herself sneakers. She was dancing barefoot and she like hurt her foot and she's like, I wasn't allowed to get sneakers with the money. She said, I'm gonna go buy myself a lot of sneakers now. Unbelievable. I'm so happy.
Good story.
Coming
It was a good story.
Coming up on DBL.
I like the sneaker angle. It's better than the H&R Block angle.
All right, David Copperfield stopped by DBL, and he didn't leave without showing us a crazy illusion. That's coming up next. Stay tuned.
Lithium batteries are what power most of our modern gadgets. You can find them in things like your smartphone, laptop, or even some power tools. So what makes these batteries so dangerous? When you throw them away, they get bumped around as they move through the dump. If a rechargeable battery gets damaged, that stored up energy inside can spark, causing a fire or even an explosion. Experts say those can be especially hard to put out because of gases released by the battery. So if you get an upgrade this holiday season, what do you do with your old devices? Officials are asking you to take the batteries out before you toss. As for the batteries themselves, you can take them to your local city-run recycling centers or drop them off at one of the many stores like Best Buy and Home Depot that offer electronic recycling programs.
Plastic from the pandemic is adding to an already out-of-control problem. Let's connect the dots. A new report in the scientific journal PNAS says 25,000 tons of pandemic-related plastic waste have ended up in our ocean. That's a big problem for our wildlife as well as humans. The study found over 70% of that pandemic plastic eventually washed up on our beaches. So where's all this plastic coming from? Researchers say this goes far beyond your disposable face masks and shipping trash. Hospitals are by far the largest contributors due to the massive amounts of PPE they need to use every single day. And experts say a little more recycling isn't going to cut it. They say we need a new solution for how our healthcare facilities get rid of their waste, because the need for masks, gowns, and gloves isn't going away. And that is connecting the dots.
Welcome back to DBL. Earlier, we chatted with the man, the myth, the legend, David Copperfield. I messed that one up. That's today's Chatting with the Stars.
He has made the Statue of Liberty disappear, walked through the Great Wall of China, and has always made the impossible somehow seem possible. You know and love this household name. Please welcome to DBL the legendary magician, David Copperfield. We are so ecstatic to have you here. We also have your incredible book. But David, if a magician never reveals his secrets, I gotta know, how did you yourself learn magic, especially because before the internet, I mean, now you can just Google a trick, you can YouTube it. There was none of that ever existed. So what did you do?
Well, I started as a ventriloquist, as your producer, Bert Brown knows, by idolizing a guy named Paul Winchell, who was our mutual hero. And I really was bad as a ventriloquist, so I started doing magic. And I found a shop that I recreated here called Tannins in New York.
Wow.
And I went to the shop that I've kind of recreated in this location here, and fell in love. This is a place where you come and you see Orson Welles working on magic, and Johnny Carson working on magic, or J.J. Abrams. In fact, he has a whole TED Talk about the mystery box and going to this exact store as a kid and how it informed his storytelling and Star Wars and all that. It all began with the passion for this amazing art that magic is.
And how old were you at the time?
I was about 8 years old, you know, but I was, you know, I was bad at everything else, including ventriloquism. But magic I was good at.
David, your aura, just like the way you talk, is very like, I feel like you're doing something on me right now. I don't even know, it's just like your aura.
Captivating.
It's wonderful. All right, so you've got your
Thank
own.
you. I'm working on it. I'm working on it.
And he hasn't aged.
I know.
What is
Something
happening?
that you're just standing there and I'm drawn in. Like the way, like, I got to work on that, my presence. Like.
And what skincare cream is he using?
I don't know. He's got a lot of secrets.
Okay.
So speaking of secrets, you got your own secret museum, which isn't public, but like you mentioned, our EP, Bert, has been there. Will it ever be open to the public, David?
I can't do tours for the public in this museum because there's so many secrets involved that we wrote this book. And this book is right there, is an amazing book that gives people a personal tour of the museum.
I love the idea that you're just curating how to share it, because that space is so sacred. It's like you have to protect that energy. You know, people bring in a lot of energy. You got to keep that protected. So you said magic was the way of communicating and being accepted. Would you consider yourself to be an introvert?
I think, you know, all of us are looking for a way to express ourselves. We all have that need to feel special and to communicate. Magic was my way. Magic was the thing that in school when the baseball wasn't that great. That wasn't horrible. Wasn't that great. You know, the soccer, not that great. But I did magic, and kids said, oh, okay, you're pretty cool. So it was a motivation for me to keep going. And, you know, we all find our paths. Sometimes it's sports for some people, but like all you really beautiful people on the panel there, handsome and beautiful people, you know, you found a way of communicating, right? That's why Bert Dubrow, you know, has you working there, right? You know, because you're able to communicate your aura. Magic was my way.
You've been performing for 50 years, and you do 15 shows a week. I really thought when I read that you were going to say a year. 15 a week. So you've clearly reached success beyond anybody's imagination. So why are you still doing this? Why are you on our show right now? Now that I'm happy you are. I just don't know. I would be on my private island saying miss me with all your calls, but he's here. So why are you still doing this?
I like it.
That's awesome. It's simple. Yeah.
I enjoy what I do. I'm very lucky, you know.
What were you most excited to show your readers about your very secretive world?
It's an amazing amount of lives and stories. All of these ladies and gentlemen who perform magic have amazing stories that you can really relate to.
David, we know you're a busy guy. Is there anything you could show us before we let you go?
A little magic?
Free show.
Yes, I'm going to blow your mind.
All right.
I'm going to blow your mind right now. This blows my mind because when I was a kid, I couldn't afford this. This is something I could not afford, and it comes from a magic shop like this. Empty tube, and a little tray here. Put this like this. I need that little flower there. Nice. We have a natural, normal flower. My God.
Oh, is that for me?
It is for you. You have to share.
David, thank you so much. It was such an honor to have you on DBL.
I cannot wait to
share
give this.
your passion for the power of magic. You can pick up a copy of David's new book, David Copperfield's History of Magic. You can get them wherever books are sold. Thank you so much, David.
Thank
have a
you,
great
David.
day. We'll be right back.
Promotional consideration is brought to you by
How maddening is it to be bumped from a flight? What can you do? A TikTok user shared air travel information to more than 800,000 people. The claim was someone bumped from a flight could get more than $1,500. With Verify, we dig into these viral claims to let you know what's true or not. So, can you get paid cash if the airline bumps your flight? A bumped flight is when you're denied boarding. It happens when the airline oversells seats. This is not incidents like weather delays. We used information from the Department of Transportation and spoke with Daniel Armbruster, spokesperson for AAA Texas.
It's a rare practice. Less than 1% of passengers are impacted, but occasionally airlines do have to bump passengers because a flight is oversold. And that's the key component here. Was your flight oversold? So, weather can't impact it.
The Department of Transportation's website shows airlines must ask for volunteers in exchange for compensation. You can negotiate it.
They may ask you if you want some vouchers, things of that nature. If you do accept those things, vouchers or any other additional items from the airline other than a cash refund, make sure you understand if there's any restrictions, any blackout dates.
When you don't volunteer and you still get bumped, the DOT website shows an airline is required to compensate you after involuntarily bumping you from an oversold flight in certain situations. However, there are many situations where you are not entitled to compensation. It lists things like charter, small aircraft, and some international flights. Plus, in order to get paid, you must have a confirmed reservation, checked in and arrived at the departure gate on time, and the airline cannot get you to your destination within 1 hour of your flight's original arrival time. The money you get depends on that arrival time. Less than an hour, no money. 1 to 2 hours delayed, it's double the one-way fare up to $775. More than 2 hours later, 400% of one-way fare, up to $1,550. So yes, airlines are required to pay you for bumped flights if the arrival time is delayed by more than 1 hour. If you see something questionable online, let me know. With your Verify, I'm Erica Proffer.
Are we in for a baby boom of 2022? All signs point to yes. Let's connect the dots. Analysts at Bank of America say there's one telltale sign to expect more babies next year. Pregnancy test sales are way up. They say sales have grown by an average of 13% year over year since 2020, and more babies are already being born. Researchers say births increased by 3% in June of this year. That may not sound like a lot, but it's the highest level of growth we've seen since 2013. Analysts now predicting that this is the start of the millennial baby boom. Members of that generation getting older and gaining more financial security. And for many, that means it's time to start a family. On top of that, many parents-to-be delayed having a baby due to the pandemic. With COVID cases dropping and vaccines widely available, they're finally ready to welcome those bundles of joy. And that is connecting the dots.
Welcome back. We have a Black Friday scam you need to know about. It's time for a security alert sponsored by LifeLock. So scammers are sending out text messages and emails saying that you are eligible for a refund on a product you never actually purchased. The purpose behind this is for you to share your credit card information. LifeLock helps you keep you and your digital identity secure from cyber criminals. Call 1-800-419-0131 or visit lifelock.com to learn more. That's a good heads up.
Yeah, you gotta
Really
watch
good
this.
heads up.
The scams
Spread the
change
word.
every day.
Yes. DBL's New Every Day. We'll see you same time, same place tomorrow. Bye, guys.